We had quite a bit of company news this week. Wesfarmers was one that sticks out in my mind from yesterday. We're starting to get more guidance coming from these companies. Today we heard from the Reject Shop, and that is our stock of the day. So saying that trading activity continues to be challenging with its stores trading below pre-COVID-19 levels. Full year financial sales expected to be between $776 and $778 million. That's quite a tight range. Also saying that EBITDA will be between $8 and $10 million. So the Reject Shop is stock of the day. Jun Bei, I will turn to you first. Find that interesting, trading well below pre-COVID-19 levels in a recession, which, believe it or not, we did have. Shouldn't the Reject Shop have performed well?
Yeah, look, it's actually quite interesting. Reject Shop should perform as well as the likes of discount department stores, which we've seen Kmart is doing so well, incredibly well. I think, but the challenge for Reject Shop is that quite a lot of earnings made literally in 1 month, 1 or 2 months of the year. And if you don't get your category right, you kind of, your entire financial year can be wiped out, really. So I think, for this business, they've gone through quite a few cycles already, when they don't get the product range right, and then they sort of struggle through the period. So my view is that I think they should be in a much better environment at this point. It is one of those reopening play. However, my view is that there's much better retailers that you can sit in to play that reopening.
What would be an ideal retailer?
Oh, okay. So to play the reopening, Lovisa will be the number one for me to sit in, because many retailers actually benefited a lot from the stimulus and everything else. So they're actually COVID beneficiary, but Lovisa was not. So, I think we talked to you before that it is difficult to buy trinkets online. It's relied upon the store, and it's relied upon the events to take place, the Melbourne Cup, all these events, weddings and things. So when these things started returning, people will go and buy the trinkets. So we're already seeing things actually picking up quite quickly, but this is one stock that earning will drive quite significant growth. And at the same time, they're growing well in the US. They will capture some of those, the stimulus checks. And so it's just well best positioned in the next 12 months.
All right, I put you on the spot there, Jun Bei, but we'll consider that your bonus buy, so you're off the hook for the rest of the program. Reject Shop, though, back to that stock of the day, down by close to 10% today. Remains to be seen where it will end. Yep. A lot of the commentary coming from the company as well is in keeping with what we're getting increasingly focused on, which is supply chain disruptions, which is increased supply chain costs and the like. So is this business in the too hard basket for you right now?
Yes. Way too hard basket, and as Jun Bei says, there's other better retailers out there that got more exposure. These guys did really well during COVID to begin with because they were selling the Hanny Sanny and the cleaning products and all this sort of stuff, but they've really been hit by the supply chain. They're kind of down, they're at the bottom of the supply chain as well. Their products, they're not high-end products, these are everyday things. Shipping costs have gone through the roof. Now a container, a 40-foot container,
high price tags.
No, containers now are $10,000 to get them from Shanghai to wherever. It's extraordinary that it's up 3, 4, 5 times in some cases. So these guys are suffering because of that. I can't see any reason to change that really. I don't know how it's going to change in the short term. The footfall traffic is also a bit of a concern. They haven't got the digital exposure that others have. They haven't got that online exposure that we've seen that has been so successful for other companies and has transformed their businesses. So I really just can't see why you'd be there, to be honest. It is quite a volatile stock as well. It's not the most highly traded stock, so it's one, I think Andrew Willett would say it's Danger Will Robinson.
Yeah, all right. So that is the stock of the day, the Reject Shop.